It's been a while since my husband and I had a solo getaway, so this year we decided to take it to Savannah where we got some R&R and planned our 2022. We stayed at the Plant Riverside District JW Marriott, a restored power plant hotel located on over 3 acres of property. The property is located along the Savannah riverfront with a ton of history right at our doorstep. After settling in, we enjoyed our first night at dinner at the Old Pink House. And as you can tell by the name, yes, the restaurant is literally located in an old pink house. My favorite thing about the Old Pink House is that each room is decorated differently. So after dinner, we got to walk around and take pictures of the different rooms located within the restaurant. It even had an old speakeasy in the basement. So we are on day 2 of our mini retreat. Well, I guess it's not a mini retreat, it's a full retreat. And we learned something about one another. Please excuse the pastors. Please excuse the passers-by. We're out. We're hanging out. We're outside. It's tons of people. But we learned something about each other.
One of us
haphazardly
knew that we did not know what we learned. The other one learned that what they thought they knew, they didn't know.
So
13 years of marriage.
Drum roll. The thing that we did not know about each other, that I thought I knew about him, and he knew he didn't know about me, is what our zodiac signs were. And this isn't important to us. Like, we don't care. It's obviously we don't care, and we haven't used it because we didn't know.
But how did it come to be?
I was showing him a text that I sent to my friend that said something funny about my zodiac sign, and she shares the same zodiac sign. So I was telling her I hate when these things seem to be accurate, and I showed it to him, and it had a list of all of the zodiac signs, and he was like, which one is you? First of all, mine was circled because I circled it.
But part of another one was circled too, though. The one before was circled a little bit too, so it wasn't clear.
I don't know, but you would think that the notation on the meme would have put him in. He's like, which one are you?
She's like, you don't know my sign?
You don't know my sign?
No, you were like Pisces, and I was like,
I didn't know you were a Pisces. Like, you never cared.
Not really.
No, I don't care. I don't care. It's just funny that, like, for some people, that's like the first thing they want to know. Like, ooh, what's his sign? Because you guys aren't compatible. And we have been married for 13 years. I've known him for, how long have I known you? Since 24 years, and he never knew my sign. I thought I knew his sign. So
that was the funny part. Now, this is when it became really funny. So it was like a little chuckle. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? Oh, so you know my sign, huh?
I said, yes, I know your sign. He said,
I said, what is it?
What is it?
She said the wrong one.
And I said, Leo. I thought that was his sign. And he
that
said,
was funny.
And I thought that he was joking. And he said that he is what are you, a Cancer?
Yeah.
A Cancer. And I still don't know much about what that is supposed to mean about his personality. I know a little bit about Pisces. It's like 2 fish, and it's supposed to mean.
I don't like either one. Cancer, of course, I don't like.
Okay.
My woman's not fish.
So that is what we learned about today, about one another, and now we're sharing it with you, so you both know, so you all know that what both our zodiac signs are.
But this is why we retreat.
This is why we retreat, and that was menial, but it was fun and it was funny, and it kind of like contributes. I was thinking, like, this is kind of like a software update for us. So, ever so often, the more you grow, the more you grow, the more you know, and you should. Like, growing is a part of knowing, or knowing is a part of growing. as you grow,
both.
the more you should know. And the more
That's
you
a
know,
reciprocal.
you should grow. Yeah, it could be either or. So that's something we learned about each other. I think this is a good software update because every now and again we have to check in to see like what we've learned about each other, what we know. Like every other week he's like, I'm not eating that today, or I'm not eating that this week. Every other week I'm like, I like this thing, can you get that for me, or I want to put this on my list of goals, or so it's good to kind of check in. So today we are going to hang out a little bit. We woke up, we had breakfast. Let me tell you guys something. The breakfast here, it was some type of like cinnamon French toast, but it was crusted in oats, and the bread was like, you know when you bite the bread and it kind of stretches a little bit, so it had texture. It was super good. So that's probably what I'll have again for breakfast tomorrow. And we are going to go and check out some museums today, stroll around. We're having a work break right now. And go check out some dinner spots, and I'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned. It'll be here in the next video or so, but we'll share with you the sites. But Savannah thus far is definitely a return destination. It's turning out great.
Stamped by the few people who we've spoken with.
Oh yeah, we've
This is
met
like
a
their
lot of
second and
people.
third time here.
And there are a lot of like older, more mature people here. I would say like, 50 and up. There's a good amount of people who are about 50, which is cool for us because, well, he's 55, but I might really be like 45. But yeah, it's cool for us because it's very chill. There's plenty of food, plenty of things to see, but it's not like so much stimulation. Like, it's not a party spot, but it's gorgeous and it's perfect for what we are here to do. So we met another couple this morning that was close to our age. I tried to, you know how you like go on vacation or you see people on vacation and they like meet people and then they exchange numbers. I just saw a couple doing it. So this couple, they were like our demographic. They had kids that were our almost exact ages, and they were super nice. So if you guys are watching this or happen to see this, you all were so wonderful that I thought we were going to be friends, but I guess you didn't. And I just, we were sitting so close. And they were friendly, they were kind, and they were responsive, but I was talking a lot more than they were, and my husband over here was like, babe, they didn't want to talk. And I said, well, sometimes people want to talk, but they're not talkative.
What?
Like, people want to communicate, but they're just not those people who are going to fuel conversations. And
for sometimes, the other times is what that time was.
They didn't. There was no exchanging of numbers. Let me just leave it there. But it's okay. On to the next. We may meet some other vacation friends that we may see. But yeah, so we'll check in with you guys a little bit later. I will show you our travels for today, and enjoy. On day 2, we decided to hit the streets and explore some of Savannah's historical offerings. We visited the Telfair Museums, a 3-building museum that discovers American history through art and architecture. Time would fail me to tell you all the things I've learned, but I must say, if you go to Savannah, you have to visit the Telfair Museums. One of my favorite things about Savannah is that you can learn so much about the city's history and United States history by just walking down the street. We spotted the first African Baptist church, which apparently is older than the United States itself. One of my favorite places from our trip was the Baobab Lounge, an African-themed lounge located right within our hotel. I've never been to Africa, but being in this lounge made me want to head back to my room and plan my trip. One of the coolest things about the Baobab Lounge is that much of the art like that seen here was created by Woodrow Nash, one of the artists featured in Beyonce's Black is King. I'm told that all of the artifacts in the Baobab Lounge were brought back by the hotel's owner, Richard Kessler, and are a part of his personal collection. I probably won't get in the water. So today I have my book, and they have some televisions up here, and it's what day is it? What day is it, Dave?
College football Saturday.
So we'll hang out here and watch that for a little bit, grab some lunch. We may walk down to Forsyth Park. I hear there's like a farmer's market, even though we'll probably miss it by the time we get there. But today we are putting our goals on paper for 2022. So like literally writing out what each quarter will look like, what we are planning to do, what we are looking for. We kind of have the overall theme, we know like what we're doing in 2022. I think today we're just mapping out like how we plan to get there. So that is going to be exciting.
Very much so.
From the sunny side pool deck.
That's right.
Keep it interesting. You know, it's like studying. When you study, you don't have to, or work even. You don't have to like work in one place. You can go wherever inspires you. And today, this view in this pool is
very inspirational.
See you later. In addition to its gorgeous landscape, Savannah also has some amazing dining options. I loved all of the international cuisine and the local favorites like butter beans, local fish, chimichurri steak, and peach everything. As an ice cream connoisseur, I was excited to try District Gelato and the classic Leopold's, neither of which disappointed. We took a walk down to Forsyth Park where we met a lovely couple and now have made new vacation friends. The city is so mindful of its architectural history that some of the steps are historic. You may want to keep this in mind when packing shoes. One of the advantages of being along the Savannah River was seeing the huge cargo ships containing shipping containers pass by our hotel. Our first time in Savannah didn't disappoint. We'll definitely be back.